Welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryan, your host, and thought, you know what, let's kick off August with another film from, well, Hammer Studios. Let's kick off another movie from Hammer Studios. This one was also released the same year that Night Creatures came out. Also from 1963, The Kiss of the Vampire. Yes, we're now tackling another movie from the Hammer Horror series. I thought it was Hammer Horror Stories, but it's Hammer Horror series. So I am covering that one as well. So what did I think of this? Well, the same as Night Creatures, pretty good. So let's talk about this one. So this one, I'm going to kind of read the cast because I forgot to tell who the cast was all involved in this. So, Kiss of the Vampire has Clifton Edwards, Noah Wellman, Edward Sousa, Jennifer Daniels, and Barry Warner. I had to look at this. It was actually directed by Don Sharp in this installment. So, yeah, Kiss of the Vampire right there. I forgot to show what the cover looked like for that. So yeah, I'm gonna put this set down. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's a nice set right here. So let's talk about the film. So the movie basically focuses on this couple. They go to, well, the movie is set in England. So let me read you the plot because the plot's really cool. On their honeymoon, Gerald and Mary Ann take a wrong turn and end up in a remote Europe village. They are welcomed into the castle of Count Revenant, who turns out to be a vampire. When the Count and his vampire cult kidnaps Mary Ann, Gerald must ally with the reclusive vampire hunter Professor Zimmerman to rescue Mary Ann and destroy the vampire sector. So the movie centers around that couple, and they're trying to put that right there. So it centers around that couple, and they're trying to fight off the head vampire and a group of vampires. So basically, right then and there, we're introduced to, like I said, that professor, and he's trying to stop the head vampire until the professor, for some reason, gets bit by a vampire. So he dumps holy water, I believe holy water alcohol, and then basically puts his arm into the fire to basically prevent from being a vampire. So his wife gets they go to this big formal dance, they go to this big formal dance, and she gets locked in a cage, not cage, but she gets locked into the dresser. Not dresser, but locked into this room, and there we meet the head vampire and bites her. So they're trying to find a cure, and all of a sudden, craziness happens. So that's what that's about. So this is a really, really good vampire story. This one's more horror because when I reviewed Night Creatures, that was more gothic thriller. This one feels more like a horror movie. It's a vampire story. I think it was supposed to be set during sort of the Bram Stoker era. I do apologize if you hear noise down there. I do apologize. So that essentially focused on that. So it's really good, and I like a lot of that. There's some really good lines. I love the costumes in it. The scene where they go to the formal dance, I like the one woman's, the guy's wife's wife. His wife's has this really nice red dress, this vibrant color, sort of light red. It's amazing. Like, that dress is gorgeous. So they go to the masquerade party, like I said, so they had to put on this mask, and they had to put on these masks sort of like that. But yeah, that's really much to say. With these Hammer movies from Hammer Studios, this was still when they worked with Universal under their Internationals label. So yeah, it's really, really good. Really, I like it. what it is. It's the sets are really good. Though the scene, the climax at the very end is really good, and I thought it had a really happy ending. The climax at the end with the rubber bats, I'm not going to tell you how that happens, but the climax at the end with the rubber bats, I don't know, they look like the bats are on strings. It's a very dated movie, and that's like my big problem with some of these earlier horror movies, is they can be extremely dated. So that's really pretty much that. The performances, like I said, are really good. The acting, I think, is really good. This, like I said, this also came out the same year that Night Creatures came out, 1963. So for 1963, it's very revolutionary. Though they must use a lot of blood packets because the blood looks really real. So the final climax is really good. And it's a ton of fun. I thought this was going to be scary, but turns out it's not really that scary. But yeah, it's really, really good. So I don't really have much to say about this, though. But yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I can say about this movie? Not really. Trying to think of anything else. Like I said, the casting's really good. The two main leads are excellent, and they're good. Like I said, the setting's good. The presentation, the set design, lighting, all that stuff is really good. That's top notch. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about Kiss of the Vampire. I'm gonna give Kiss of the Vampire a 4 out of 5. I would have gave it 5 out of 5 if it wasn't dated, but just like Night Creatures, it's a 4 out of 5 regardless. So yeah, there's really not that much to say about it. So yeah, so that's our review, Kiss of the Vampire. Not that much, but like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, you can go ahead and you can check out. I have a ton of reviews up there. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get notified on all my videos of what I put out. I'm also on Letterboxd, so you guys can check me out there as well. And you guys can check me out on Letterboxd. I have rated most of the movies before I even do the review. So yeah, check the movie out. Definitely worth a watch if you're big into these horror movies. So yeah, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.